Hey, what's going on, guys? Don Dog down here with another video, and today's video is going to be another story time. Guys don't really seem to like them, but I can't really record with my school schedule as I end at like 2:25, yeah, and on my virtual school, so it'll be hard for me to upload videos, but yeah, Lucy will be in the next one, I promise. I'll try to get him in the next one. Okay, off topic, but this one will be about me passing out at Worlds of Fun. So yeah, let's get into it. So basically what happened is we were going to Worlds of Fun for me and my brother's birthday because my mom wanted to surprise us for a late birthday like activity. And so yeah, and it was really hot outside. 90 degrees, felt like 100 with like the heat something, I don't know. It was something, the heat wave, or yeah, like that. So and we were wearing masks, which we had to, so it was very bad. And so basically what happened was we were in the line to go to the Patriot, which the Patriot is like a one where it like hangs from above and then you hold on to like a little thing that goes over your head. So we were waiting, and I kid you not, this line was so long. It literally, you would have to wait so long. Like, because when you went into it, when you felt like the line was going really fast when you were like first went into the line, and then once you were like there, it was it felt like it was going slower. So basically, it was a really long line, and I started sweating a lot. And my cheeks were getting really red, but my cheeks get really red when I'm outside and I'm really hot and sweaty. So that was normal for me. And so then, I mean, you know when you get scared, you're about to go on a roller coaster. So this was like a couple minutes after, and then we're like kind of halfway through, and then there's this rail like right next to me to my left, so I could like sit on that. Like I could just, and I put my head on that and like started resting a little bit, and I felt like this weird butterfly thing, and I was like, ooh, okay, I don't really, and I thought it was just me having anxiety, because I had anxiety before we were going, because of I haven't been in a roller coaster in a long time, so I thought it was just like, just me being kind of nervous for the ride. And then I was like, okay. So then, I put my leg back on there, and then it was terrible. I looked at my brother, started seeing these black dots like everywhere, and I was saying, Xander, I'm seeing black. And he thought I was joking, but then he knew I wasn't, and he was like, he didn't really like freak out. He was shocked. You know when you're like you don't know what to say. So then he was like, I okay, you'll be fine. Don't black out. And I go over to my mom and said, Mom, help me. I don't want to black out, because you can't really do anything when you're about to black out. You can't really like talk a lot because you're like you're losing full control. I was losing full control of my body. I was trying to hold myself up. I did scrape my knee, but I did not hit my head. I did not get injured at all. I just scraped my knee a little bit. So I was good on that. But then my Uncle Jerry saw. I went with my Uncle Jerry, my brother, and my mom. And my Uncle Jerry saw me. He held me up, and then once I saw him trying to hold me up, I blacked out for like a couple seconds, and I woke back up, and they were bringing me to the bench that was behind us. So like when you're in the line, there's a bench behind you, and basically there was a bench there, and I just went over there to sit down, and they were trying to get me water and my mom was talking to me, and my Uncle Jerry and my brother were trying to get me water, and bro, literally, the water fountain over there was not turned on. And they didn't have any water in that restaurant that was literally like right next to us. And they literally only had Powerade. I had to drink that. And that did like, you get like, your heart starts beating fast. So that's like when they check your blood or something. It's like check your heartbeat or something. And they check that to make sure what it is. And I'll get into that. Okay. So yeah. And then Then I had to drink a whole thing of Powerade. And then my mom said, like, just get my feet, like, elevated, because that's what gets your blood going back to your head, to your brain. Because what it does when you black out, it loses blood to your brain, so, like, you can't really do anything. And when I was blacking out, by the way, before I move on, my pupils were dilated, I was pale, and my lips had no color, just white. Okay, back to the story. So then it was just really scary, and I got my legs elevated, and they actually called a medic to come get me. So after like 10 minutes or so, and before she came here, I was actually praying that I wouldn't pass out again, like a bunch. Like I was praying to God that I would not do this, like I would pull through this. And then there was a really strong wind, and I was like, whoa. It was a really strong wind, but I was really like kind of chilled out because I was scared. So I guess you could say, but I was just chilled out, couldn't really react as much. So once the medic got there, they got me up and got me in a wheelchair, and they were bringing me to where the medical thing is. And they were like, they were just talking about what happened and stuff. And my mom, my Uncle Jerry, and my brother came with me. And we went to this little medical room, and then they came with me. They said it was fine that my uncle and my mom and my brother came with, because they were like, yeah, it's fine. There's not like as much people back there, so they can go back there with me. And we went back there, and she was just, you know, that little thing that they strap around your arm. And they made me sit on this little thing, you know, like when you go to the nurse at like your school, and they make you sit down on this little bed thingy. Yeah, that's what I basically sat on. And then yeah, that's basically what I sat on. And then they just strapped me in this thing. They first asked me what happened, and yeah, that was it. And then they put that strap thing where they strap around your arm, you know where your arm is, and like your upper arm, if you know what I'm talking about, and not your forearm, but you know what I'm talking about. So they strap it around, and then they take this little ball thing and squeeze it to just make it tighter so they can read it. And I mean, it was like my blood sugar was 150. It was only because I drank Powerade, and that has a bunch of sugar. You know how much sugar that has in it. So they weren't really surprised why I had such a high blood sugar. So then they checked for my heartbeat, I guess. Oh wait, no, that's not what it is. It was this little thing. They basically like pinch your finger with this little thing that goes into your finger, and then they give you a shot. I am explaining this wrong. First, they put like that little thing that tests your like your blood, and it just goes onto your finger, and you wait for it. It's the minimum for like 150 over like 95, I'm pretty sure. And mine was 95 over like 88 to 90. And that's not good, guys. If you know a lot about this doctor stuff, it's not good. So that was bad. And then we went over to the shot thing where it just like pinches your finger. If you know what I'm talking about, when you get your physical, it's like that little thing that pinches like on your pinky finger or like your pointer finger, and it's like a little shot. And it didn't hurt at all. It was just like somebody squeezing your finger. And then they were just like reading my blood. They were taking my blood. And you know that I forgot what that was, but yeah. And then they just started taking information about my mom, and they thought my Uncle Jerry was actually the dad, but I mean, he wasn't. But so they just took our information and said, yeah, basically, and then you guys can just like try to go and exit and just get home safely. So then all I wanted to do, I told my mom this, I wanted to go home. I just want to go home because I was not feeling good, and they said they would give us a refund, because I didn't want them just to give us a ticket to go to the next day, because I did not want to go the next day. I knew I was going to feel I probably wasn't going to feel good, so I just went and I just went home. We had to get the refund, and then we were just gonna go home. We went home. I was actually good. I drank a lot of water, and we went over to my Uncle Jerry's house to grill out, and then I was basically good for the rest of the time. But now I'm like really tired, guys. I'm like really tired. I'm not very like I really want to take naps, and before this I did not want to take naps at all. I was just very like an early bird, and now I'm just like really tired. I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Comment and subscribe. I'm stupid. Okay. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Stay dinos and dinosaurs. Peace.